Hi, my name is Glenn Robertson. I am a pastor and I'm also a jazz musician. I am one of the founder members of the African Musicians Trust, and the African Musicians Trust was birthed out of a need to assist South African musicians. A lot of musicians who were getting older or who are getting older often do not have a provident fund or medical aid or a pension fund of any sort. And because of lifestyle and because of going from gig to gig and not having money and not, having money one month but not having money the next month because they're gigging, I found as a pastor, I have been called in to do funerals for these older jazz musicians, and the likes of Hotep Idris Galeta, Robbie Jansen, Ezra Ngukana, Duke Ngukana, John from JCQ Productions. And every time we get to these situations, we have to do fundraisers, and I often end up doing and organizing these fundraisers so that we can raise finances for the older musicians. So what we thought was it would be better for us to start the African Musicians Trust, which has now been started, and our whole intention is to honor the fathers of jazz in our nation and to provide a platform for these younger musicians. And so at Kaleidoscope, where Harold Jefter performed with the Swedish group, the Jazz Unit, we provide that platform for the younger musicians, but we also honor the fathers. And we're trying to bring a dignity back to jazz music. What I loved about having the Swedish band and having Harold Jefter at Kaleidoscope is just even the way they dressed. They dressed up, they looked smart, they presented themselves, and they presented jazz in a way that I feel jazz needs to be presented. You've got to respect your audience, you've got to respect the music and love the music, and I think that's very important. And so we're trying to transform a culture where musicians have become discouraged, maybe because of the old apartheid years, because of the not being able to do things because I was black or I was colored and I didn't get the opportunity to study at the universities, etc., etc. So we're trying to change that through the African Musicians Trust, and Harold Jefter is a success story in that he left and he went to Sweden, and a couple of times he mentioned that the Swedes helped him. They helped him to grow in his music, and so those are some of the things that we are trying to do through bursary schemes, through various other opportunities to give younger musicians an opportunity to travel and to grow and to develop. And so, you can find out a little bit more about the African Musicians Trust by contacting me on 021 674 5761, or you can go to www.kaleidoscope.org.za, and I will be able to tell you a little bit more, give you more information via email or however we can inform you. And if you can assist us in any way, as in the way we've just experienced a wonderful week of having Harold Jefter with his band here in Cape Town, we would love and appreciate that. Thank you.